Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading for June the 13th through to the 19th. In a moment we're going to grab a galactic card for your crossing energy, but first of all let's just call in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and any other high frequency collectives that would like to be a part of this reading, and of course our higher selves. And these are general readings, so please take what resonates and discard the rest. And all right, now we're just going to cut the deck here and grab a card, Pisces. Here we have alienness, non-humanoid. So we're going to read from the book just briefly, and we'll see what this says. It just looks quite interesting. I don't think I've pulled this card before. Excuse my cough. Let's have a look. The energy of this card refers to the sense of alienness that many humans have that keeps them from feeling connected to life on planet Earth. Many feel strange in their own skin, as if they came from somewhere else. You may indeed have a connection to non-human beings in the universe, but because you are human in this life, this card asks you to begin embracing your uniqueness and celebrate it rather than fear it or be ashamed of it. If you need help, ask some loving non-human beings to assist you during meditation. Feel their alienness and open your heart to them anyway. You and they are one. So this is kind of alluding to that idea that many of us feel that we are kind of out of sorts here on this planet, that, you know, we've just had struggle after struggle after struggle, and many of us feel like, you know, that we've come from somewhere else. But this is also suggesting that we have possibly had lots of incarnations as other types of beings, which means, you know, it could be perhaps, for example, a feline being or an avian being, even an insectoid being, and that there are many other types of beings in the universe, okay? And it's about coming into, I guess, compassion and acceptance of this incarnation where we are, you know, kind of experiencing more humanness. But it's about perhaps acknowledging any feeling that we have of feeling a bit alien, even in our own environment, that it could come from a connection to perhaps, you know, even connection to non-human beings in the universe, which is really fascinating to me. And yeah, let's continue. Excuse me. So Pisces, we're going to just grab a card now that represents you. And another being that's come into my non-human is like the dolphin and whale conscious, so the cetacean beings, okay? So many of us may resonate with that. We might resonate with being feline. We might resonate with being like avian. And as you can imagine, there are lots of different qualities and characteristics of non-humanoid beings that many of us may resonate with, okay, at different times, or perhaps most of the time. So let's have a look here, Pisces. This is quite a fascinating little concept here. Let's have a look. So this is the Eight of Air, or the Eight of Swords, okay, and it's about making mistakes, or it's about, you know, accepting that sometimes, you know, making mistakes is part of life, and that doing these mistakes or things that perhaps cause us injury or regret, is that it's a learning experience, okay, and it might even be feeling to some of you that, you know, you might even be feeling like, well, that it feels like a bit of a mistake that you even came here, okay, if that resonates, okay, I'm not suggesting that we're all feeling that, but if you feel like, you know, you just really don't feel comfortable on Earth at this time, okay, it is no mistake that you are here at this time, okay, because we all have a mission and a purpose here. Let's just continue and see something that's happened recently for you, Pisces. This is going to be a very interesting reading. And, okay, inner child. So you may have come into contact just recently with, perhaps this could be a childlike energy around you. Maybe you've just begun to have a family, or it could also be your inner child. Or maybe you've started working with children. But this is about connecting with that inner delight, playfulness, spontaneity, and a natural curiosity about things. So you could have recently have just become curious about your galactic origins, and maybe you're, contemplating what you would consider to be perhaps some mistakes or decisions that you thought were not so great, but in actual fact, there aren't. Well, it depends what your belief is. Some people believe that there's no such thing as mistakes; that it's all part of the learning. But it's about cause and effect, isn't it? So it's about using your awareness here in the brow chakra to examine the cause and the effects of different things and different choices that we make. And I guess one of the things could be that, on your soul level, if you've made a choice to be on Earth at this time and you're not feeling comfortable, it could be about just starting to embrace it as a learning opportunity. And it's really great that you have this beautiful, positive, source-connected energy coming in, because that's going to help you to kind of get clear and to come to some self-understanding, possibly. Let's have a look here also at something else you're bringing in terms of an energy. And here we have the Seven of Air, so the Seven of Swords. And this is about awareness again. Traditionally in the Rider-Waite, the Seven of Swords is about making plans and strategies, and it can also be about trying to operate kind of under the radar in the background, or doing things privately and perhaps exploring your spiritual aspect or your intergalacticness, but deeply looking into it. So this is an introspective, really examining, using the power of your thought and your awareness and your intuition to really understand what's going on with the deeper things. So this could be something that you cultivated when you were a child, but it could also be something that's naturally innate within you. Okay, so your surroundings may have contributed to you being naturally, I guess, interested in and fascinated by the deeper things. And that's certainly not limited to this life. It's limited. It extends into, of course, past lives. It extends into galactic lives. It extends into multidimensionality. So it's looking like that this is what the energy that you're bringing in at the moment. And you're almost, it's like you're approaching it like a child that's just stepping into an environment for the first time, and you're kind of a little bit awestruck. Maybe you're sort of the true nature of things, or the true reality of things has sort of has become clearer to you. Let's have a look here at what is likely to unfold. Okay, so there may be, this is the card of change and challenge. So of course it's always a challenge for us to look at the cause and effects of things. If we've done things that have caused us to feel hurt, or to be in low vibration, or to feel victimized, or to feel overwhelmed, or anything like that, then looking at those things can be a challenge for us. But to know that, on the flip side, there is, this sword here, which is the sword of truth, authenticity, and clarity, and understanding. And that even though there might be some sort of conflict happening perhaps within you, it's about really seeing both sides of the coin here. Now the King of Fire has just jumped out, and that we're going to place that in the next position. So this is about your This is an opportunity. Okay, so it's about stepping into your empowerment here, Pisces. It's about firing up your passion and your direction. So it's almost here, this is the 5 of Fire or the 5 of Wands. So this is a challenge to your spirituality and to your direction. It's like you are going to be overcoming that challenge and stepping into that direction, which I think is going to be a combination of your deep introspective, perceptive abilities and your inner child here. So there's something that's going to really fire you up, and it could even be simply this, it could be partly due to a realization of your non-humanoidness. So it might be, you know, I'm not saying at the moment that you're not human, okay? What I'm saying is that you may have a unique energy to bring, which is simultaneously resonant with some non-humanoid beings, but many of those non-humanoid beings are extremely wise, high frequency, and they have a different level of wisdom and understanding that we can benefit from. So it might be that those energies that you have within yourself may have not had an opportunity in the mainstream to be felt and expressed by you, but the current energies are such that it is going to be the case. And look at this here. This is Lion. So this is a could be representing a non-humanoid energy. So it could be this feline energy. Okay, now you look at the the Lion being collective, or the white-winged lion collective from Sirius. So that could be an indication for you to perhaps investigate that collective. And yeah, we will look throughout this reading at other little indications of where the energy may be coming from. And another card's just jumped out. So this is fascinating, because at the moment, what you're truly the kind of feeling deep down is that there has been this mask that you have had on, and I think it is in terms of ticking the boxes of external society, mainstream society. Okay, and part of taking off that role at times when you need to, okay, taking off that role is that you are going to be accessing your innermost, your soul essence. And I believe, because of the nature of the cards, or what the cards are saying here anyway, is that part of your inner nature has energies and experiences in your field. And of course, some of your past lives have been humanoid, okay, but perhaps several of them, or many of them, have also been non-humanoid. So what that means is that you are starting to take this off, but you are feeling like there is more to you than just your humanness. Okay, this could be how you're feeling deep down. It's like, well, you know, you're feeling like in some ways, and maybe you've had inklings of past lives during your meditation or in your dreams or on waking, or just having flashes of insight. Okay, I'm going to speak from personal experience with that right now, because throughout my life, like over the last probably 10 years or so, especially, I was in my backyard once, and I did have this flash. It was like this inspiration, kind of a feeling that I felt like I was, for a split second, or a couple of seconds, a few seconds anyway, that I was a feline being, that I have been feline. Okay, now there's nothing scary or wrong with that. Okay, it doesn't mean, it means that you are looking into, or you're sensing into, the expansiveness of your soul. Okay, so here, blindfolded, you're using your intuition to sense into what you are, other than the roles that you play in life. Okay, now please just remember to take what resonates and discard the rest. If there's some things that I'm saying are not resonating with you, that's absolutely fine. Okay, let's grab now a card for, this could be something in your environment. So this is a card of self-reflection. Okay. Self-development, I guess, analysis as well. It is the 6 of water, sorry, the 4 of water or 4 of cups. You know, typically in the Rider-Waite, we have the 4 of cups where the person's dwelling on that sort of feeling. But this person here is scarred, but it's also a card of self-love. So he's learning to love all of the scars. And you know what's occurring to me right now is that this person almost looks like a marine creature or a mer creature or a cetacean being. If this is, you know, he's come from the depths, so he could have been, you know, like a part fish or part cetacean, part whale, part dolphin. But it's about he's learning to love himself no matter what. Now, if this resonates with you, he does actually have fins. He does actually have some, you know, fins here as well. So this is fascinating because it's looking at, this is another indication of possibly where your lives have been. So in terms of being a cetacean being, you may have had incarnations on the system called Cetus, C-E-T-U-S. You may have also been I think Lemurian, the Lemurians, some of those beings were also like water creatures or part human, part creatures. And also the Syrians. There are many Syrians that are also water creatures as well. So that might be something that you want to look into. But it's also suggesting that in your environment that you have the support of the dolphin whale consciousness, which is a non-humanoid collective assisting you at this time. Okay, so let's continue. We are going to, and it's about, you know, loving and appreciating and honouring yourself as well. Okay, let's look at this could be a concern you have, or it may be a long-term goal. This is the card called the Crone, but I also like to call it the Wise Woman. She also has a spear here, or, you know, a bit like a sword of truth and authenticity, being in nature, and having mastery over a deep understanding of the mysteries of life, the mysteries of herself. So this could be a long-term goal that you're looking to overcome, to delve into those mysteries, Pisces. And, you know, this is what this card is about as well. Okay, it's that card of the number of 7, very spiritual number, looking inwardly, really investigating your soul energy and spiritually what makes sense for you. And this is you know, being grounded in that, being in nature, being on Gaia, and doing and being and embodying that energy. Also, we have a direct reference here. This is a bird, so higher consciousness. So also alluding to that idea of you possibly experiencing incarnations as an avian being. Okay, and by avian we mean bird-like. Okay. Let's look here at, so if any of these non-humanoid beings interest you, then definitely look into those collectives. Just realised here we also have a tiny little bird here with this child. So it could even be, you know, avian collectives or even the blue avians could be resonating with you and perhaps assisting you as well on in the high frequencies. Let's grab a card now to look at what, you know, this is perhaps an action to take, best course of action to take, and that is 3 of Wands, or the 3 of Fire, and that is to formulate a plan for yourself. This is not necessarily about going on a physical journey. It could be about that you're going to go on an internal journey, okay, to perhaps explore your non-humanoid lives, your galactic lives. Even it might be a good starting point, might be looking at animal spirit guides. Okay, so even looking into the American Indian belief systems, many of them have, you know, the animal spirit guide ideas, but they're not the only, you know, culture that have that's part of their philosophy or their cosmology. There are other cultures that have animal spirit guides in their cosmology. But yeah, here we have mountains. So this is about you feeling strong, moving forward with passion and direction to really explore your non-humanoid associations. And it may even be that there are just simply some non-humanoid collectives that are out there that wanting to assist you at this time as well. So this has been a different type of reading for you, Pisces, but I'd like to just clarify the Five of Wands, or the Five of Fire up there, to see what type of, conflict or an inner challenge that you might be experiencing. That could even be perhaps a challenge with a situation around you. And yeah, here we have the Lovers. So I think this is a challenge for you to come into greater connection with yourself. This is your divine masculine and divine feminine, and also the higher self here. And this is actually like a radiant light too. And here we have the waters. So these could be, like celestial waters. We also have dolphins here. So once again, the cetacean collective energy could be something that's resonant with you. But I think that's what this conflict is about. It's to do with you coming into greater connection with your divine masculine and divine feminine. So it could even be that you would be looking to perhaps even identify a spirit animal that resonates with each of those energies. Pick a spirit animal that has feminine kind of qualities and a spirit animal for you that has masculine qualities, and really just meditate on those as well. This could also be about you being able to move out of your current environment, or to go out in nature to ground yourself as well, but also to move out, give yourself a little bit of time away to sink into your expansiveness of your soul at this point. But also it's a great idea to bring all of that stuff in the mind down into physical form. So I'm going to suggest that you do possibly some artwork, and it doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It can just be purely from your heart, from your impressions, okay, from what's going on in your meditations. And also some writing, okay, journaling, even just, doing some collage, cut and paste stuff, making a journal for yourself on all of these non-humanoid types of energies. And by that, I mean, like we have the lion or the feline aspect, we have also the cetacean, and we have the avian aspect here as well. So, yeah, Pisces, I hope that's been helpful. And, yeah, I look forward to our next reading. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day and an awesome week. And, yeah, once again, if something I've said hasn't resonated, just let it go. So I look forward to our next reading. And, yeah, see you next time. Bye for now.